What is the fifth time you are likely to feel angry and frustrated during the course of your lawsuit against your careless doctor? You want to know the answer? Come join me on this walk through the neighborhood as I tell you exactly when you're likely to feel those feelings. Yeah, when you're likely to have those feelings of frustration and anger in your case. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury attorney. Okay, in some other videos I shared with you 4 different instances where you're likely to have feelings of frustration and anger in your case. And I'll recap them here for you right now. The first time you're likely to have feelings of frustration and anger in your case is when the defense lawyer turns around at the beginning of the case and says, hey, don't blame us for what happened. You, the injured patient, caused your own harm and injury. That's number 1. Number 2 is now the frustration of trying to get a date for your pretrial deposition. There's often frustration because the attorneys can't get together on a date that's good for everybody and you, and now you're getting frustrated. The third instance of when you are likely to feel frustrated in your case is now when you are asked questions during your pretrial deposition and you are accused, not so much accused, but you are asked whether you have ever been convicted of a crime. The fourth instance of being frustrated is also during your deposition, where the attorneys are now arguing over the type of question that you can be asked, and now the level of bickering and fighting has increased dramatically and you're sitting there getting frustrated, wondering what to do. Now, the fifth instance of you likely being frustrated and upset during the course of your case is going to occur after you have given testimony in your pretrial deposition. Now, what do I mean? During the course of your deposition, which is a pretrial question and answer session that's given under oath. Now, there's no judge there, there's no jury there, but there is a court stenographer there. And they are there to record all of the questions you are asked and all of the answers that you gave. The next time you are likely to have frustration is when your attorney sends you a transcript of exactly what questions you were asked and what answers you gave, with instructions. The instructions will say, okay, Mr. Jones, I want you to read this transcript, which is exactly what was asked of you, and these are the answers that you gave. You have to read it over and check for any typographical errors, check for any other errors to make sure it is accurate. When you read over the deposition transcript, you will notice many times that there are some typographical errors. But more importantly, there are some instances where the court stenographer did not hear your answer correctly, or you may have been mistaken in your answer, and now that you're reading it weeks later, now you have a different understanding of what the answer should be. And if you find multiple instances of this happening where there are typographical errors, or the answers are incorrect and not what you had intended to say, now you are going to be frustrated. Now you are going to get upset. Now you are going to wonder whether or not your case is destroyed. Why? Because the information contained in this booklet, this transcript, is no longer accurate. Much of it may be accurate, but there are certain things that you think are inaccurate that need to be fixed, that need to be changed. And now you call up your attorney, you're all upset, you say, wait a second, this is not what I said. Or I meant to say X, Y, and Z, and the court reporter didn't catch all of it. What do I do? Is my case over? Can we fix this? And now your attorney will explain the process of how you actually make these corrections. And now you sign the booklet, you sign the correction page, and you send it back to him. Why do I share this with you? I share this with you because nobody talks about the frustrations you are likely to experience during the course of these lawsuits, these civil lawsuits, where you as an injured patient, as an injured victim, are trying to obtain money as a form of compensation for all the harms and losses and damages you incurred. And you know what? Nobody talks about the frustrations that you are likely going to experience. You think that just because you went to a great attorney and your attorney has a great medical expert who supports the fact that yes, your doctor was careless, yes, his carelessness caused you harm and injury, and that your injury is significant and permanent, you think that it's smooth sailing from here on out. Actually, it's not. It's just the beginning, because the defense will do everything possible to put up roadblocks in your particular case, and nobody talks about the frustrations you are going to experience when you learn about these roadblocks. You know, this should not prevent you from going forward with a case, but it should open your eyes and make you and get you to realize that there are going to be times when you do get frustrated and you do get upset with the process of what happens during the course of a lawsuit. You know, I realize you likely have questions or concerns about your own matter. Well, if your matter did happen here in New York and you're thinking about bringing a lawsuit, but haven't done so yet because you still have questions that need to be answered, what I invite you to do is pick up the phone and call me. You know, I answer questions like yours every single day, and I'd love to chat with you. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at Gerry, Gerry, at Oginski-law.com. That's it for today's video. I'm Gerry Oginski. Have a fantastic day.